One Guru. Breath, the Guru. Breath, the very divine, the very essence, the very life. As you inhale, be total aware of the flow all the way to your navel point. The eye of Shiva, the eyes of your soul, right in silver.
Satnam, and many
Satnam.
blessings to all of you.
Muchas bendiciones para
On
todos.
this beautiful day, my friends,
En este hermoso
we
día,
have all
amigos,
come to
hemos
sit
venido a sentarnos
and to share
y a
some
compartir
sacred space together.
el espacio sagrado
My
juntos.
friends,
Amigos,
let's start our journey. Spine
comencemos
straight,
nuestro viaje con la columna
hands
recta,
in the center of the chest.
las manos al centro del
Let's
pecho,
tune in with Om Namo
y entonémonos con
Gurudev
Om
Namo.
Namo, Gurudev Namo.
Eyes closed, spine
Ojos
straight,
cerrados, columna recta,
and inhale.
e inhala.
Om Gurudev Om Namo Gurudev Adgure Namahe Jugadgure Namahe Satgure Namahe Sri Gurudev Namahe Adgure Namahe Jugadgure Namahe Satgure Namahe Sri Gurudev Namahe Gure Namahe Jugadgure Namahe Satgure Namahe Sri Gurudev Namahe. And my friends, inhale and hold your breath. And as you hold your breath, apply Mulband. Eyes closed, breath held. Apply Mulband. Tense your sit bones. Navel in and up. Navel in and up. Lift your ribcage. Lift your ribcage. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. Roll the tongue and press the upper palate hard. And roll the eye and look up into the empty space beyond the third eye. Hold, hold, hold. hold. Medical reasons, relax. If not, just hold. Apply the locks. This binds the mind. This ties the mind. This anchors the mind. This roots the mind. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And hold. Mool bandh. Tighten your sit bones, navel in, up, rib cage, up, chest, up. Roll the tongue, roll the eye, look up into the empty, primordial dark space beyond the third eye. When the eyes are rolled and they look up, you see something. You see emptiness. You see darkness. You see the blackness. And this is the primordial sacred space, the womb of Adi Shakti, the primordial womb. Hold, hold, see, hold, see, see. Body, the locks are applied, eyes are closed, but still you see. Roll the eye, look up and see. Roll the eye along with all the locks, look up and see. Exhale. Last time, inhale through the nose. And please apply all these locks. Mool bandh, tighten sit bones, navel in, up, rib cage, heart, up, 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 up. Roll the tongue, press the palate hard so that you feel a sensation, a pulling sensation in the third eye, and the eye are locked up. Eyes are rolled and they're looking up into vacuum, into shunya, into emptiness. All the locks which ties you to the earth is closed. And then the eye which sees, the seer, is seeing up. And all the prana which is distributed in the 72,000 nadis in the body is directed upwards. Is directed upwards. Hold, 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 hold. Elevate. Look up, look up. The prana flows up. The prana flows up. Hold, hold. Medical reasons, relax. Hold. Allow the prana, divert the prana, direct the prana. Direct the prana up, up, up into the empty space, into the empty space. Roll the eye, roll the eye, roll the eye. Look up, look up. This is directing the distributed, scattered prana into one localization, into ik nam, ik tara it is called, into the one direct pole star. Hold and exhale. Very slowly open your eyes. And my friends, you can shake your body. You can tap your heart center. You can tap your navel. You can tap your lower back. You can tap your shoulders. And you inhale. And you hold. And you shake the whole body. Tremble. Tremble. Shake the body. Hold the breath. Shake the body. Even dogs, even animals know this. When you move the body, the whole body starts to change. The mind, the patterns which you were caught, starts to rearrange. Shake the body. Hold the breath. Shake the body. Shake the body. Shake the body. And exhale. My friends, today's practice, before we dive into Q&A, Very simple. My friends, O mouth, inhale. So imagine you have a straw. Imagine you have a straw and you are inhaling the prana through the straw. It will look something like this. And then you hold. Holding the breath, you shake the body. Shake the body until I tell you to exhale through the O mouth. So you can stretch your legs out, you can bring your hands out, inhale, hold, eyes will be closed, and you will be shaking the whole body. Shaking the whole body. From head to toe, every part of your body. If you have some issues in the back, please, change the kriya accordingly. Modify the kriya accordingly. Don't hurt yourself. And anytime you're uncomfortable, relax. Other than that, just follow instructions, my friends. Okay? So let's start our journey. Hands you can just bring out like that. And O mouth, inhale. Eyes closed. And shake the whole body. Shake the body. Shake the body. Shake the body. Breath is held. You're shaking the whole body. You can stretch your legs. And keep shaking the body. Keep shaking the body. As you shake the body, make sure the body is tense and you're shaking it. It should be tense and then you're shaking it. Tense the body, shake the body. Now this will, change the patterns that you are stuck in, the muscle memory and the bio memory. Vasanas and samskaras. Please keep shaking until I tell you to exhale. Medical reasons, relax. Other than that, give yourself an experience of what it means to enter the space of yoga. Shake, shake, and exhale. Beautiful. O mouth, inhale. Hold and shake the body. Shake the body. Eyes are closed. And the whole body trembles. Trembles. From the root, shake the body. From your core, shake the body. Come out of your story. Break the patterns that you are stuck in. Transcend your emotions. Free yourself with the practice of pranayama and asana. Beautiful, my friends. Beautiful. Keep up, keep up. And O mouth, exhale. One more time, inhale. Hold and shake the body. Shake the body. And as you're shaking the body is tense. Keep doing this. We will do this about 4 minutes. Anytime you're uncomfortable, you relax. Eyes closed, breath held, body tense. You shake the body. Crack yourself open. And O mouth, exhale. Beautiful. One more time, inhale. Hold. Shake the body. Shake the body. Shake it. Bless yourself with this practice. Heal yourself with this practice. Elevate yourself with this practice. The universe has brought you here today. And there must be a reason for it. You are attaining this wisdom because you earned it somewhere. Because you demanded it somewhere. Because you requested it somewhere. A wisdom is only given to those who request. Somewhere, your being, your soul, you may have requested it. This is to transform you. Please do. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Hold. And tense the body, and shake the body. Tense the body and shake the body. Every part. There are 72,000 energetic pathways in the body. And most of the times, these pathways, keep doing while I'm talking, these pathways are stagnant. Your prana is not flowing, due to which you are stuck in a certain emotion, due to which you are stuck in a certain pattern, due to which you are stuck in a certain karma. So shaking the body, the shelter of the Pavan Guru, the breath when held works miracles. The breath when held transforms. The breath when held elevates. Beautiful. And exhale. A few more times. Inhale, hold, and shake the body. It's you. It is your breath. It is your body. And it is your transformation. You are in charge. A teacher can only show you, point you. You have to do it yourself, my friends. Beautiful. Keep up, shake the body, tense the body from head to toe. Every cell is tense and you are shaking. And exhale. 3 more times. Powerfully inhale, hold, and shake the whole body. Shake the body. Medical reasons, you relax. You have issues in your spine. You may need to modify the Kriya. If you have issues in your lower back, you may need to modify the Kriya. But do how much ever you can. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, hold, and shake the body. Shake the body. And exhale. Last time. Powerful, deep inhales. Hold, and tense, and shake the body. Shake the body. And exhale. Eyes closed, just relax. Don't move the body. Just relax the body. Nothing to add, nothing to delete. If you did it correctly, if you followed the instructions, something has surely shifted. Eyes closed. Sit still. The heartbeat, hear your heartbeat. Hear the pulsations in the body. Hear the sensations in the body. Hear the throbbing of life in the body. My friends, O mouth, inhale, hold, squeeze and tense the whole body. Don't shake now, just squeeze and tense. Make your hands into tight fist. And from head to toe, no shaking. Now you're holding the breath. And the prana that is held, you squeeze and tense. And you diffuse the prana into the different 33 trillion cells of the body. So breath is held, body is tensed, hands in tight fist. Squeeze, make yourself squeeze and small. And imagine this prana that is held is being infused, diffused into all the 33 trillion cells. Awakening of life, awakening of I. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Hold, squeeze and tense. Tense the eye, the 2 eyes. Tense your forehead. Tense your skull. Tense your temples. Tense your ears. Tense your arms, your shoulders, your back, your thighs, your knees, your legs, and your feet. And my friends, O mouth, exhale. One more time, inhale. Hold Squeeze and tense. And from head to toe, every cell is tense. Every part of the body is tensed. And imagine the prana, the chi, the Pavan Guru, which is held within you, is being diffused, infused into every cell of yours. Something is changing, something is shifting. Hold, hold, hold. Medical reasons, relax. And exhale. 2 more times. Powerful inhale. Squeeze and tense. Squeeze and tense. Every part, every cell. Hold. Hold. Be aware from head to toe. Be aware of the whole you, not the segmented you. You are the whole body held. That is you. Hold, hold, and exhale. Last time, my friends. Powerfully inhale and hold and squeeze and tense the whole body. And those of you who are new, please try. This will change you. This will heal you. This will give you your power back. This will anchor you. Hold, hold, squeeze, tense. You, your body, your breath, your transformation. Beautiful. It is uniting you with you. Hold, 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 hold. Tense the eye, tense the forehead, tense the eyebrows, tense the temples, tense the skull, the back of the skull, the back of the skull, the back of the skull, the spine, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, your knees, your thighs, your legs, your feet from head to toe. Squeeze and tense. And exhale. Very slowly, open your eyes. Satnam. Simple practice. Do it in the morning. Do it in the evening. Make sure your stomach is empty. Don't do this after food. The best time is early in the morning when the sun is rising, and in the evening when the sun is setting. So these are two beautiful portals, dimensions, vortex. When they open, if you open your heart 2 times a day, 2 times, the universe opens its doors. Once in the sunrise and once in the sunset. The sunrise is known as Amrit Vela, the ambrosial hour. And then in the evening, when the sun is setting, that is called Sandhya, Sandhya, the space of union. So these are 2 important times of the day when the universe opens its doors. And if you can also shut all your doors outside and open the doors inside. This is opening of the doors inside. This is called dancing. This is opening inside. Now you are open outside. Eyes see out, nose smell out, ears hear out, words connect out, touch connects out. So I close myself and I look inside. I close my outer doors and I open my inner doors. And during these 2 times, if you can open your doors, then the small you and the big you, the universe is big you, and you here is the small you. This is called Jiva, small you. And the big U is called Brahm. 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 Even the sound. Sound. Brahma means expansion. The expanded U. They become one. It's the union between the individual self and the universal self. Powerful Kriya. My friends, test it, try it, and something will surely change and shift in you through the grace of Guru Ramdas. My friends, now we enter the second part of our session. It's a Q&A where we all sit as the Sangat. Sangat, which comes from Sang Gate. Sang Gate. Gate Gate. Paragate. Parasangate. Bodhihi Swaha. In the words of the Buddha. Where you sit together, Sang, and we all sit together and we contemplate. We share questions, we share answers, and then through that sharing, something in us transforms. That is Gate. And as the mantra is Gate Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhi, Swaha. Swaha means ecstasy. And then you go into ecstasy. Something starts shifting. Sometimes we need a push from the Sangat, from the like-minded community. No one is high here and no one is low here. We are all sitting together and we are all sitting and opening the heart space. So Sangat, my friends, if you have any questions, please type it out in the chat box and then Kirat will read them out. And we together, through the grace of the Guru and the beloved Master, we dive into this. So if you have any questions, please put it into the chat.
Yogi, we have these questions. Does the shorter breath held has the same effect or not? I understand the practice to hold longer breath in.
Yes, so there are two ends in this existence. In this existence, it exists in binary. There is no third element, only two, right and wrong, okay, yes and no, left and right. So the breath also has two endpoints. The breath, which is the source of life, it also exists in two. One inside, one outside. What is breath? Inside and outside. That which moves, that which comes in, and that which goes out. When the breath is held in, it is called life. And when the breath is held out, it is called death. Life and death. So the yogic understanding is, the longer you hold the life, the longer you hold the breath. It's a sutra. The sutra, it is in the yogic writings. It mentions tasmatra prana stitve deho mrigaev naev jayati, which means as long as the breath is held in the body, held inside, you are alive. If the breath is held inside, you are alive. So why don't you just hold the breath so that you can be alive longer? So in the yogic practice, pranayama actually means, in deeper sense, to keep increasing the capacity of breath inside. So holding the breath inside longer extends the benefits more. If you can't hold it in for long, practice. And if you practice, you will surely perfect it. It is the law. If you practice, you will perfect it. So holding the breath in longer and longer increases the benefits more. So that is why in most of the teachings I share, I emphasize a lot on holding the breath inside. So holding the breath inside is very important. Prolonged holding of the breath is good, but don't hold it too long. Okay, so you know your capacity. You know how much you can hold. I don't know. So do practice, slowly increase it, and the benefits will increase. So holding the breath inside longer is more beneficial. Satnam. Next.
I have been practicing Akal Mahakal Kriya for 1 year. After a few months, I noticed slight numbing sensations on the left side of my tongue and eventually the left side of my mouth. Is this related to the Kriya?
So you may need to expand on this question. So I will wait for your question again. So you may want to ask me this question again. We are still around. So just expand the question, like when you say numb, what you actually mean, so that I can, explain the answer more deeply, because this question doesn't really carry the depth that I will wish that you can write down. Then I can dive it more deeply. So please ask this question again, putting in some more, hints on exactly what is happening. So while you're doing that, any other questions? Anybody else?
Sat Ardas wants to ask the questions instead of typing it.
Okay, so if we can unmute her.
There you go.
Okay, please ask the question. Slowly.
Sanamji, thank you. So I have a question about Jai Te Gung, about that Shabad, or I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's interesting to me because I feel that warrior spirit very strongly. It very resonates with me, and also I am a little maybe it's just my mind, but I'm a little confused by the words themselves, because it sounds like, they're worshiping weapons. I've even heard that talked about, worshiping weapons. And when I think about, the values of this age, or the values that I've grown up with about, only as it's confusing, I guess, on one hand to feel the resonance.
So let's stop the question here first before you continue. It is not the worshipping of the weapons. According to time and space, the meaning changes. The nad, the sound, according to time and space, the meaning changes. Today, if you were to translate, that's why Shabad is alive. Shabad, the sacred sound, the nad is alive. And if it is only alive if it changes according to time and space. If you have read the translations of this mantra that I gave, I call Jai Te Gung, not hail the sword. Te Gung, Te Gung. Te means light. Te means light, projected light, clarified light. That is directly to the point. and that is called Chitta Shakti. Tegam means Chitta Shakti. Chitta Shakti means projected mind. Ultimately, even if you have a sword in your hand, until your Chitta Shakti, your mind, your clarified mind, your awakened mind is not there, you cannot use the weapon. So weapon is not the primary. Behind the warrior, behind the weapon, there is a power. And that is called Chit Shakti, clarified mind. And this Chit Shakti is that you worship. And this Chit Shakti is the source behind the weapon. It is the source behind your life. It is the source behind your seeing. It is the source behind your thinking. It is the source behind your life. So Jayategam is not the sword. It is the worship. It is the identification, not even the worship. Identification with your clarified mind. The exact word is called Chitta Shakti. The Shakti, the power of your Chitta, the power of your awareness. Ordinarily, at the blink of the eye, this awareness is scattered into thousandfold. The confusion. There is no direction. This mantra gives direction to the thousandfold dispersed, scattered energy of yours. So Jayategam is the worship, is the identification with the awakened mind, with the awakened consciousness that we identify. To that I bow. So that is the meaning of Jayategam. Continue your question, please.
So what if why so the weapon is not the worshiping of the weapon, it's the identification with a clarified mind. So then what role does the weapon serve? And not just the sword, but also, Guruji speaks of the gun and the cannon and all of these things. What role do they serve in this relationship with a clarified mind?
Yes, so behind all this is the clarified mind. Until you don't have a clarified mind, you cannot direct the sword. You cannot direct the weapon. And as I mentioned again, in today's time and space, we are not associating with the weapon. We are now associating with your mind. So just erase that part. Let's erase it. According to this time and space. You're still there, my friend. So let's erase that. Okay? The meaning of Jayategam is the clarified mind, directed mind, awakened awareness. That's what we are talking about. In relation to that, now you ask a question.
Well, part of my question is how to embody this, but also I'm someone who does practice with weapons. I practice with spear and I practice with firearms, and so I want to know how I can bring that spirit into those practices.
When you master the sound, when that sound, Jayategam, Kakhanda Bihandam Khaldal, when you are chanting it and your whole body vibrates with it, that is the embodiment of Chitta Shakti. That is the embodiment of Bhagavati. That is the embodiment of the goddess. That is the embodiment of the awakened spirit, Chardi Kala. When you are chanting the mantra, until the mantra do not shake you from the tip of your head to the tip of your toe, you have not created the embodiment, you have not created the unification with the sound. So the first thing is, when you are chanting this mantra, it is not the tongue moving. Your whole body must tremble. Then is the awakening of the spirit. And once that is awakened, you can use that energy to direct anything in life. So coming back to your question, and I'm going to repeat this again, you have to synchronize the sound with the pulsations in the body. So when you are chanting the mantra, the whole body must be vibrating it. Know that you have awakened the energy, you have awakened the essence of the mantra within yourself. The mantra has become now a living experience. And living experience means the mantra and you vibrate together. You know, when you say your lover's name, some joy comes inside. If you have a lover, you know, your beloved, the moment you mention the name, some fire is there. That is the awakening of the Chitta Shakti. The moment you mention this mantra, there was a great sage by the name of Swami Ramakrishna. And he was a worshipper of Kali, goddess Kali. And whenever somebody mentions Kali, Ramakrishna will go into ecstasy. He will start dancing. For hours he will dance. So whenever he was outside, his students will tell people, don't say Kali. Don't say Kali, because the moment you say Kali, Ramakrishna is going to dance. And he's going to dance for hours. So that is the embodiment of the awakened sound. The moment you hear your beloved, the whole body opens up and something in you changes. Know that you have embodied that. And when that has happened, then you can use the energy that is awakened to draw a sword. You can use that to paint. You can use that to write poetry. You can use that to do anything. So I hope that answers the question.
Thank you, Ji.
Okay, next.
Melanie answered your question, but maybe she wants to explain this herself. Melanie, can you do it?
Okay. This was about the numbing of the tongue. So it started, I thought I had burnt my tongue with a hot beverage or something. And I realized after several days it was just there, and it does move around. It's not always on the same part of my tongue. And after some time, then it felt like my left nostril, like I had runny nose, but I would touch there and it would always be dry. And now it's kind of like when you get the anesthetic from the dentist, but only on the left side of my mouth, it feels kind of numb.
Okay.
Does this have anything to do with the Akal Mahakal Kriya?
So how long did you practice it?
Almost a year. I started in February.
Beautiful. And how later did this started? Like after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months?
2 or 3, probably.
Okay, good. And so this is changing, or it stays in one place?
No, it's always on the left side, but it's not like a constant. I do notice it in different places.
Okay. And so how are you feeling it now?
On the tip of my tongue, and probably most strongly in the corner of the left side of my mouth.
So are you saying that mostly it is affecting your tongue?
Tongue and cheek, like my cheek feels kind of numb.
And so this is after chanting, you are saying, or is it after anything else?
It's kind of all the time, but it started after I was doing the Kriya, so I just wondered if it was related.
So there are experiences, and not everybody has to have this experience. The numbing of the body after intensive sadhanas, intensive chanting, certain parts of the body do go numb. Ordinarily, most of us, our feet and our knees go numb after 1 hour sitting, yes. But then it can go into different parts of the body. So the numbing of the tongue specifically is mentioned, the numbing of the hands, the numbing of the spine, the numbing of certain parts of the skull is mentioned. So these sometimes there's a repatterning that needs to happen. And before something new, some energy is awakened, before that, that part, the previous energy which is stuck, needs to die. So we're talking about the energetic stuff here. So maybe there may be certain parts of the body, for example, in your case, certain part of the tongue that is numb for a reason. If you believe it is after this chanting, then in relation to that, this is the explanation. So numbing of the tongue and all these parts are mentioned. And the reason for that is certain energies are stuck. And after numbing, after that energy is dead, the mantra, the sound, deliberately numbs certain energetic points in the body so that that stagnant energy can die or can be expelled. And if you keep practicing, after some time, that new infused prana will enter that space and you will be back to normal. So I will suggest, if you feel that this is due to the chanting, then don't stop this chanting. If you have done it for 1 year, I will humbly suggest at least 6 more months, keep chanting, because this is a process. Different parts of the body do get numb. Sometimes the center of the heart, the chest, like you don't have. Sometimes you feel a hole here. And sometimes certain other parts of the body may feel numb. And that is the clearance, the way I understand this. So I will say, experiment. Nothing bad will happen for sure. Experiment another 6 months and see how this energy will change. Ordinarily, I also want to mention, most of the changes in the body, may it be physically felt, may it be mentally felt, or may it be energetically felt, it is always after 3 months of practice. Any emotions, any sensations that is felt after 3 months of practice is always authentic. Something is changing, something is shifting. So coming back to your question again, if you feel that this is due to the Kriya, and yes, it is mentioned certain parts of the body will go numb, not just for this Kriya, but ordinarily any intensive meditation, this may manifest in certain people. So give yourself another 6 months. And I will say, if this is related to the Kriya, something will open up, and whatever your discomfort you're feeling, it will be cleared. The energy will be cleared. That part of the body, that center point will be activated. So I hope that answers the question.
Yes, thank you very much.
Next.
Someone is asking, when we do the meditation inside in the dark space, you said something about the womb.
Yes, so if you're talking about the dark retreat, there's a meditation called the dark retreat, where you sit in darkness from 21 days to 3 months to 6 months to 1 year, and it can extend. So it is the resemblance of entering the primordial womb. So according to the yogic understanding, the best space to meditate, the best place to meditate is the mother's womb. That is the best. There's no other better place to meditate than the mother's womb. So the substitute of the mother's womb is the dark retreat. Ordinarily, in India, they dig up a hole in the ground and they will sit underground in darkness. So that is the womb of Mother Earth. It is the womb of the goddess. The earth is the womb of the goddess. That's why everything is coming out of the earth. So it resembles the womb of the goddess. Guru Tegh Bahadur, the 9th Guru, sat for 27 years in dark retreat. So it's the ultimate transformation. I'm not asking you to sit that long, but as a yogi, it is a beautiful practice. Once in a lifetime, at least, even for 3 days, even for 7 days, if you can, sit in darkness. It repairs the body. It repairs your aura. If you are hurt and you feel your aura, it's leaking your aura, sometimes energetic leaks happens. It totally heals the aura. Dark retreat heals you, heals your physical body. Even animals, when they are hurt, when they are wounded, they go to a cave and sit. So even the animals know the science. So it is a very good way of healing the physical body, the mental body, and the energetic body. And so it resembles the womb of the goddess. It's a beautiful practice. So if you can, once a while, once a year, or whenever you feel like, experiment on 3 days of darkness. If that is too much, 1 day of darkness where you sit from morning to evening, total pitch dark. You can wear your eye, something to cover your eye, and slowly expand this practice. And in the near future, and if you go to yatras with me in India, every year we do yatras to different parts of India. We do dedicate a few days to sitting in darkness. So when you sit in a group, that is even more transforming. Sometimes you are sitting by yourself, you may get scared, and because certain emotions will erupt and all that. So sitting as a group, there are people around. It's very safe way to experience the dark retreat. So I hope that answers the question. Satnam, next.
What is the benefit of holding the exhalation?
I think I just mentioned that in the beginning, holding the breath inside, in the beginning. So you may want to hear that in more detail, in the beginning. But in short, holding the breath increases the prana. It increases the awareness. It contributes to the healing of the physical body, the mental body, and the energetic body. So it's one of the highest pranayama is to hold the breath inside. I've talked about it in the beginning. So please listen to that again. Satnam, next.
When something unforeseen happens,
Are you there? Okay. Something unforeseen happens. How do you apply the will? Yes. So it's a beautiful question. This path you have to grow. Until you have not spiritually, you have not grown, it is difficult to apply this in life. I repeat, sometimes there are certain aspects of the spiritual wisdom which cannot be applied. It's called the hukam, whatever that question was. It means to be in the will of the divine always. So this wisdom or this realization comes with time, comes after many years of practice. So sometimes when you're not ready, you cannot apply the teachings. So my suggestions to you is that your question was, how to apply this, the will of the divine in your daily life. You have to evolve first. It is totally fine if you're not able to, flow in the will of the divine, it's totally fine. So forgive yourself for doing it. It's totally fine. And evolve. And how to evolve? More sadhana, more practice. Sitting with those who are practicing the dharma. Sangat, more recitation of mantras. especially Japji, is an ultimate gift which helps to awaken the realization of hukam, the realization of to flow in the will of the divine. So if now you're not flowing, it's totally fine. Evolve, and do these practices with the grace of the Guru. When you have fully bloomed, you will not have this question. You will just flow with the will. Satnam. Next.
I've been practicing Sodarshan Chakra Kriya for 5 months, now every morning for 31 minutes. Is there any recommendation to go deeper in the practice, like anything to listen, or place some sacred items to certain dimensions in the room, or things to eat, or avoid to eat? I would appreciate any recommendation. Thank you.
Yes. So facing northeast to dive, to bring your practice deeper. Face northeast. That's number one. Sit on a blue asana. Your asana, your yoga mat on which you are sitting should be blue color. And fasting once a week. It can be water fast, so just drinking of water. These are some of the things, although there's a long list, but these are some of the physical things you can add on to deepen your experience of not just Sodarshan Chakra Kriya, but any Kriya. Facing the northeast, and fasting once a week at least, and the asana, the yoga mat, or that space on which you are sitting below should be blue color. So these are some of the things. Other than that, more breath exercises before you do Sodarshan Kriya. Do some breath exercises before. Breath of fire through the nose or through the mouth. So doing some breath exercises before you enter into Sodarshan Chakra Kriya. These are some of the things you can add to have a deeper experience of Sodarshan Chakra Kriya. Satnam. Next.
Please explain the science and method of Om chanting.
Yeah. So, Ong and Om is the same, Om is in Sanskrit. In the Vedic text, it comes as Om. Okay. In the Tantra, the text of Tantra, okay, mantra and Tantra. So these are the two, paths. In the path of the Vedas, the mantra, it is Om, Om. And in Tantra, it is Ong, Ong. Another way to put this, in India, there are two main languages. One is Sanskrit, one is Prakriti. And in Prakriti, okay, I don't want to go into details, but just to understand, one is Sanskrit, one is Prakriti. And Prakriti is, Gurumukhi, Punjabi, Hindi, Bengali, all these are Prakriti languages. So in Sanskrit, it is pronounced as Om, and in Prakriti, it is Ong. So Om and Ong is the same mantra in its root, although we can find some differences, but in its root, in its essence, it is the same mantra. So when you are pronouncing the word Ong, it should be in 3 segments. O, A, M. O, A, M. So the creator, the preserver, and the destroyer. So when you're pronouncing Ong, so it's not Ong. In certain mantras, it is pronounced as Ong, but the right pronunciation of the mantra Om is O A O A Your tongue should not be moving. No movement of the tongue. O A O A in the back, in the middle. So 3 parts are being touched. The mouth, entrance, and then right in the top palate, A, and in the back, O, A, O, A, O, A, and it's pronounced as Om together. Om. So it is not this, it is Om. It's like the lifeline. Om. So the A is a bit higher than the other 2 tones. Om. I repeat 2 more times. Om. Om. So that is the pronunciation of Om. Om. Okay, next.
I have been doing the Northeast and Southeast meditation since the start. Lately, I have been experiencing powerful heart palpitations and sensations in the head and spine.
Yes, so this is, okay, so these sensations is, see, awakening don't have sensations. Authentic awakening don't have any sensations. So why these sensations? What are these sensations? This is the balancing of the winds and the balancing of the elements. Awakening, realization, it doesn't happen in the realm of the body or the mind. And all sensations which we associate with awakening are happening at the level of the body and the mind. And that which happens at the level of the body and the mind is the movement or the balancing of the 5 winds and the 5 elements. Until these 5 elements and the 5 winds are not balanced, you are not ready for the ultimate realization, which will happen without any sensation. So all these sensations that you have mentioned, the certain pulsations and all that stuff you have mentioned, those things are not related to awakening, they are related to the balancing of the 5 winds in the body. Prana, Apana, Samana, Udyana, and Vyana. And also the 5 elements. Sometimes because the elements are not balanced, you are not ready for the blooming. So all these sensations are there because the winds are changing. The elements are changing. And these are good signs. So please continue this. And after some time, so you may feel different sensations, or these sensations may die off and some new sensations may be felt. So please continue. These are authentic sensations for any meditation. Satnam. Next.
Svetlana asked to ask the question, so I will enable her microphone.
Again.
You can just unmute yourself. Go ahead, Svetlana.
Satnam. Unmute yourself.
Svetlana, are you there?
Okay, maybe we ask the next question.
Okay, I will just read this. Is there any pranayam or kriya to do straighten the left eye? I know the left eye is time. Most likely some energy got stuck, but I'm not sure what to do. Thank you.
So a pranayama or exercise for the eye, basically, as a whole, not just specifically for the left or the right eye. So there are some exercises you can use to, if you have some issues with your eyes or vision, and some of you may even done. So bring the thumb out like that, and then look at the thumb and bring it close as possible, and then out like this. So do these 3 times. So look at your vision should be onto the nail of the thumb or the tip of the thumb, and 3 this way, and then head straight, and you keep looking onto the thumb, and you move all the way, to your right 3 times. Okay, and then 3 times on this side. So these are some good exercises. If you have some issues with the eye, this will heal them. So this is simple kriyas to heal anything in relation to the eye or the vision. So now next.
And the person that asked about the dark space, the one meditation, she's asking if this is the experience of Kali.
Yeah, what if you never knew about Kali? So will you have this question? So Kali is one of the manifestation of the raw energy. So everything is, a manifestation of the goddess. In this world, Shiva is always quiet, sitting in samadhi. That is your awareness. It is quiet, silently in the background, witnessing everything. All movements, all sensations, all pulsations is the goddess. You want to call it Kali, whatever. So yes, everything, not just the dark, womb that we are talking about. This movement of my hands is the activity of the Kali. So Kali comes from the word Kala. Kala. Ka means time, and La means Ka means time, and La means space. So Kala means time and space, and Kali means the owner of time and space. So Kali is the energy which is ordinarily hidden as pure potential within you, which is raw, which is organic. And sometimes when this is awakened before time, you don't know how to direct your energies. There's a lot of confusion. So the goddess or the Kali also comes as confusion. And she also, when you know how to direct it, she comes as clarity. So Kali is the raw potential energy which is hidden in you, waiting to be awakened. That which directs Kali, that which directs Kala, time and space. So when you know how to direct your time and space, when you are owner of your life, when you take the responsibility of your own life, and that is the awakening of the Kali, the awakening of the Tegang, the awakening of the Chandi, the awakening of the Kundalini. This is what it is. Satnam. Next.
This person is curious about the law of polarity.
So what exactly you want to know about the law of polarity? You may need to clarify on that. So maybe expand your question. Next, anything else?
The person that asked about the Northeast and Southeast meditations says, what to do in addition to balance 5 winds and elements besides continuing with the Northeast and Southeast meditations?
Again, please.
What to do in addition to balance the 5 winds and elements besides continuing the meditations?
Just continue the meditation. Why you want to make your sadhana very heavy? Why you want to have a long list of do's and don'ts? So just do this simple, and something surely will change. Yeah. So don't add too many things. That just confuses. That just confuses your energy. So don't do too many things. Do simple. Dedicated. That's all you need. Dedication and do simple sadhanas. Next sadhana.
As an actor, I want to reach the world. But sometimes I feel my throat. I'm sorry, wait.
Yeah, my throat is stuck. Yes. So one of the ways to open the throat center is the mantra Sa. Sa, S-A, Sa. So practicing of Sa. Sa. And when you're reciting these, your heart must vibrate in the beginning. So the Sa should not just be coming out of the mouth. It should first be felt in the throat. Sa. And then make the sound even deeper. Even the heart joins in. Even the heart center joins in to the sound. Sa. So the heart also vibrates. And then, as you go deeper, the sound touches your navel until the sound do not vibrate your navel center. Your sound will not have power. So whenever you are speaking, the sound must be initiated, projected, uprooted from the navel. So this is a good practice. First here, vibration in the throat, then vibration in the heart, and then the vibration in the navel center. This is bakery. This is madhma. This is pashyanti. And this is para. Para, the English word paradise, comes from the Sanskrit paradesha, which means the navel center. So the activation of the navel gives the power to your words. So the practicing of the mantra Sa in these locations. When you say Sa, your navel vibrates, the heart vibrates, the throat vibrates, and then when you're projecting it out, that activates the 4 levels of communication: Bekri, Madhma, Pashyanti, and Para. So this is a very simple and a very powerful practice to activate the throat center. There is also another mantra that you can chant to activate the throat center, and that is Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Se, So, Hum. So this is called the Gauri Kriya. Gauri is one of the names of the goddess. She's the goddess of the Himalayas. There are 108 forms of the goddess, and one of the names of the goddess or the forms of the goddess is the goddess of the Himalayas, and her name is Gauri. And this mantra comes from the goddess Gauri. It's known as Gauri Kriya. And the mantra is Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Se, So, Hum. This totally clears not just the throat center, but all the chakras in the body and gives projection to your voice. Whoever hears elevates. So this is another kriya you can do to activate your throat center and the other centers as well. Satnam. Anything else? Last question.
Actually, that was the last question, Yogiji.
Good.
Oh, there's just one entering.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will read it. Does the illuminated self attract more darkness like a moth to a flame? If this makes any sense, or recommendations to keep me grounded.
No. When you are radiant, there's this, the birds of the same feather flock together, if I'm not wrong. So when you are radiant, you only attract radiance because your vibration, your frequencies are high. You can only attract positive, high frequencies. When you are low frequencies, then you attract lower frequencies. So if you are radiant, if you are elevated, you will only attract positivity. I hope that answers the question. What else you have? 2 more questions, you say?
No, this was the last one. Thank you.
So blessings to all of you. It was my privilege today to sit with all of you and share these beautiful, simple questions and simple answers. We will be having more regularly these sessions, and from 6th onwards, I will be in India, and our next Ask a Yogi will be from the ashram. And so those of you who know, the universe has bestowed upon us a beautiful sacred space of where once Baba Sri Chand sat. It's in India, northern India. And so if you are in India during the next few months, you're welcome to come and be part of the ashram, life. And the next sessions, as I mentioned, will be from the ashram, and hope to see you very soon. And other than that, I think there's some announcements. So maybe, Elena, you can read them. Thank you.
Satnam, thank you so much, Yogi Ji, for expanding our consciousness this evening. As Yogi Ji mentioned, there is a sacred space where Yogi Ji is developing an ashram, the Baba Sri Chand ashram in India. And there's planting of trees. There are bricks that can be sponsored. So you can pay for planting a tree. You can donate to support, to sponsor a brick. And also the ashram does an excellent job of supporting the community for those people who are in need with, medical procedures, food, ceremonies, things of that sort. So this is really not only helping to run the ashram that uplifts consciousness, but also with practical things for the community. So please click on the link in the chat, and any amount is helpful. So Satnam, and thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you. So blessings to all of you, and I'll see you very soon. May Guru Ramdas bless all of you with all the health, the wealth, and the prosperity, and the highest gift, and that is the gift of Nam, the gift of Shabad. Satnam. Blessings.